What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stirfry. I'm Chef T.
I'm Little Spacekid.
And this is our special guest, Nick Lotzz.
Glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
Welcome. Glad you came on the show.
Yeah, let's get it.
Of course.
How you doing today? You doing good?
I'm doing good, man. Feeling great. Feeling blessed. 2020 coming up.
2020? Yeah, it's a nice 65 degrees today.
Oh, yeah. Enjoying Ohio weather.
In the middle of December.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So we usually start the show just telling us a little bit about yourself. So if you'd go ahead and do that.
Yeah, my name's Nick Lotzz, as you could tell. I started making music about 2014, 2016, definitely taking it seriously more. But, I started recording in our basement, working, on Audacity, off, just a regular MP3, a regular computer. And, just came with LIV. We joined the group and started taking off, started doing our thing,
Yeah, so you started with the classic mic in your laptop stage,
Yeah,
you didn't book a studio, you're like, oh, I can edit this shit myself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we tried. Didn't really go so well. I mean, then we just started going to the studio and started clicking a lot more, definitely.
Yeah, because I think that's, the step that it takes to, from taking it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what we used to do. We also just plug it up to our computer, hit record, maybe throw in a few, effects.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, damn, this shit's raw.
Yeah.
And everyone else will think it was raw in school and
yeah.
shit.
Oh,
But I mean, that's how you got to start.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So kind of tell us a little bit about how you got started. You said it was around 2014, 2016, around that era.
So, my brother was definitely making music. He was, getting me kind of into it, definitely. And, like I said, we were just kind of doing it off a laptop and pretty much that. And, we just kind of kept going up, kind of doing it a little bit more. And I just started doing features. And then I was just like, I definitely want to, do it myself, make my own sound, make, whatever we can to really, elevate, take it to the next level,
Yeah.
And I started going to a studio, obviously, 2016, 2017, definitely started going to the studio more and just progressing, trying to grow as an artist, trying to grow as a person, and just better my craft,
Yeah. What song was the one where you're like, okay, this is the song, I'm gonna take music seriously. I feel like everyone has that one song to okay, I can do this.
I think it was Check with me and my brother.
Okay.
When it was off his Still Got the Crown tape when he was a junior.
That's classic.
In high school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it was Check for sure. I mean, I didn't even, my voice was still high as a motherfucker. But
Let me hear a little bit of Check live.
Live?
Yeah.
Live. Yeah, we live with it.
All right. I think I remember a little bit. All right. Government officials, I don't like that. Society nowadays are trying to fight that.
Okay.
So that's why I'm spitting all these nice raps. Turn this fucked up a little bit.
Hey, no, that's good. That's good. I hear it though.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it.
That young Lots.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago, man. I wish we could just go back to that day,
Yeah.
trying to
Those are the LIV days.
Oh yeah, we were all trying to make it together. I mean, we still are. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It kind of faded a little bit, but we definitely started forming as a group, and then tried to better it and try to expand our music for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are kind of your inspirations? I know you said your brother was the big inspiration, but musically, what kind of artists helped you begin?
I would definitely say a lot of J. Cole for sure.
Okay.
2014 Forest Hill Drive was a classic. I mean, he definitely Kendrick a lot. Coming up, definitely Kendrick, J. Cole. Nowadays, it's I definitely like Russ a lot. I like how he's independent, doesn't really go to a label for nothing, and just tries to do it all himself. And I feel like that's what people need to do nowadays. Obviously, it's a lot harder in the era we're in.
Right.
But, if people could stay independent and just stick to the mission, stick to the journey, it could really work out better.
I feel like it's a little easier now. Though,
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, you're right.
You having all these resources at the tip of your finger, you're able to
You just really gotta know how to. Can't be too antisocial. You gotta really be out there. Obviously, you need an image and all that, but your music really needs to touch people that could help you and help other people's succeed in everyday life.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
That's some of the most important things is when, especially you're trying to be an independent artist, you gotta know that you're gonna work.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to do that behind the scenes work that normal people on labels and shit they don't have to do. Obviously, they have a whole team.
Yeah.
But it's definitely could be done. Is that kind of the route you kind of want to go?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to try to. Yeah. I mean, I'm working, trying to stay independent as long as I can, and try to touch as many people as I can while I'm independent.
Right.
And try to definitely want to stay independent. But if stuff doesn't work out, or just you're not feeling a certain
Yeah,
way.
things happen. I mean,
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen, where the times are gonna take you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So you never like, I don't know, so you never like seen any labels and kind of like was interested, like, oh man, maybe I kind of belong there.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely be cool being like signed to the Rock Nation or like something like TD would be cool. Like,
TDs are
there'd be a lot of cool labels, obviously, but you got to get that buzz for them to even see you.
Rock Nation, I don't know, they got Willow Smith. I don't know if you're as talented as Willow Smith.
Yeah,
it's a rough crowd over there.
Oh yeah, they just signed Uzi. I heard. I mean, they got Uzi in that label, which is kind of a different way.
Yeah, I seen he tweeted the other day he wants to take it back to 2016.
Yeah, I did see that. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm all in for Uzi. I'm all in. It's all love.
See, you know what's kind of cool about that though is he now has the opportunity to make music he wants. I'm sure like the offer he probably got was probably really good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know like the whole idea is kind of just Rock Nation low key saving him. He got caught up in stuff with DJ Drama. Obviously, we weren't there, so it's always two sides to every story. But as far as the way Uzi, presents it, is basically like he needed somebody to come and save him and get him out of the label.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like Jay-Z, Rock Nation family are those people.
Oh yeah. I mean, look how successful he is.
So we'll see how 2020 turns out for Lil Uzi.
Yeah, because I mean that's the thing is I don't know, the music he was coming out with wasn't, I don't think, what he actually wanted to create.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the new Uzi is gonna be more. He's gonna have more creative control. He'll probably be doing like different stuff, some old style stuff, and I think he's gonna come back with some great shit.
Okay.
That was interesting, that whole situation. It's like. And obviously now that he hasn't made music in a little while, I mean...
Dropped that one song.
He dropped the one song, but hasn't had a whole project and hasn't been like really popping in a while.
They're waiting. The real Uzi fans definitely waiting.
Yeah.
I like Uzi. I mean, I don't got hate for him, but, I'm not like as much as people really like love him, his image, how he moves and all that. People really like
Well, because when he came out in 2016, he was awesome. He was different.
Yeah.
He was the person that was different. Yeah, he was, he had that different style. He was unique. And then that's what I'm saying. I think as time went on, like people were looking for this certain like radio hit vibe, and they're like, "Oh, you have to make songs like this. You have to do shit like this," and that's just what happens.
I think 2016 was a huge year of this decade. One of the biggest. I mean, I can't say the
music,
biggest, but it was definitely a change in like the culture and just everything in music. 2016 was a big hole.
Absolutely.
Of what music is today.
Definitely crazy.
So who do you listen to now? Like, what are your favorite artists?
I like a lot of people, I really like Youngboy, Polo G's cool. NLE Choppa I really like too. I liked Thug's album, So Much Fun, this year. I thought that was a really good album.
Yeah, he just came out with the deluxe one, I think, today or yesterday.
The intro with Gunna was really good. I like Lil Baby's awesome. I really like a lot of people. There's not really much I could really sit here and say, like, I don't really like or can't respect what they're doing. I try to listen to everyone, and making music has definitely helped me grow and listen to other music that, like, you really actually enjoy at the end of the day. You keep listening to it. And
it has that meaning and shit,
Yeah, maybe at first you didn't like it, but, like, you got to give it a second ear. You got to give it a second chance. Like, that, like, you'll listen to an album, you'll be like, oh, maybe this isn't what I liked or what I was expecting, but you go back into it, you're like, okay, it's actually pretty good. Like, maybe I was just being a hater,
Yeah, I feel like you do have to listen to, like, shit, like, 2 or 3 times just to really get the sound.
Yeah.
Because that happens to me all the time. I'll, like, listen to it, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't really like it. But then I'll hear it from someone else playing, and I'm like, oh, what is that song? I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
wow.
Maybe I wasn't even paying attention.
Exactly. That's how I feel sometimes, definitely.
Yeah. So, people, make sure when you listen to people's music, listen to it 2 times at least. What do you think kind of artists are similar to your sound? Like, kind of... what vibe you're coming out with?
That's kind of tough because for me, I try to make music that's not like everyone. I'm trying to make like my own sound, definitely.
Right.
But, it really depends because definitely like this upcoming tape I got to come up, it's more like rap. But in 2019, I was definitely coming like more melodic and like So it's kind of hard to tell. I try to make more versatile music, you know. So that, I mean, for me to say like who I sound like or like what type of sound to someone else, it's kind of hard. But you know, I try to make different music every time when I get into the studio.
Yeah, 100%. So this year, you know, you had a lot of music going, a lot of stuff going on. How can you give us a recap of your 2019 year? How it was, what you accomplished, stuff like that?
So the beginning of 2019, I was working on this mixtape, Fake Love. It came out like March 1st of 2019, but yeah, as soon as 2019 hit, I remember I went to studio and recorded the song "Taking Off," and that was like that's like my biggest song still to this day. So I mean, that was my first song I recorded like for that tape. So I put that out a little early, and like I kept working on a tape. It was like 7 songs, nothing like too big, but you know that tape was my debut, like first one on Apple Music, all streaming services, all that.
Right.
And you know it was definitely more melodic. Like maybe people were looking for like, oh, where are the bars, where's the going crazy, you know, like what people really want to expect. But you know, it was a good tape to put out because now I want to like make different type of music from that. I don't want to just make a melodic tape. I want to put maybe that stuff too, but I also want to put like rap stuff into it and like just different.
Yeah, have a little bit of everything combined into one instead of just definitely. This is the specific melodic tape. This one's a rap tape, but this one just like is like all your versatility in one.
2019, I was definitely a little bit independent. I won't lie. I was making like just songs for myself to actually like help me grow, to like say like I didn't need someone if it came down to it, but you know, features
J.
were
Cole
always better.
style.
Yeah, a little bit, but I was definitely, you know, 2020 and like the other up and coming years, I'll definitely be collabing with anybody, you know, like I wanted to like make this year more of an independent year, so to see what I could really do and what people really want to hear from like me specifically. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
If you could make a song with anybody and they would feature on your song, who would it be?
That's really tough. I would definitely go like probably J. Cole though, because I can kind of expect what he's gonna come with. Maybe not, but I mean, obviously, the obvious answer would be Drake to just make your numbers go crazy.
He just hit you up one day. He's just like, yo.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But definitely, I would say J. Cole because he's just one of the realest to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Future probably be my pick.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not a miss.
I don't know. I just probably once I got Future on the hook, like I'm good to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Like, I don't know. I feel like you and Gucci Man would be a good combo.
Oh yeah, Hook from Gucci would be crazy too. He still got it.
East Atlanta Santa.
He'd want a versa. I think he'd probably want a versa.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Maybe both. I mean, that'd be awesome. Either way, you let the legends roll how they want to roll. You know?
Dude, I feel like I would either get. I mean, my dream would be Mac Miller.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't even make music anymore.
Yeah.
But like, if I could resurrect him and have him on a verse, come out of retirement of rap and start have him.
That'd be one of mine too, for sure.
Or The Weeknd. I think a fucking verse and chorus from The Weeknd would go crazy.
Oh yeah, he's going crazy.
I think
2020, he's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, he was silent for a little while and then he came back out
on IG even and everything. He got off.
He shut all that shit down.
And then he's back. So
yeah, he played a big part in Uncut Gems, that new movie.
Really?
Yeah, he like a lot of his music's on the soundtrack, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And he plays himself in it with Adam Sandler. It looks raw. It looks raw. I heard. I mean, people are going crazy over Adam Sandler and like his party played in it. They're like, oh, the Adam Sandler finally showing how his acting skills, you know, like a serious movie. Dude.
I mean, he just hasn't been presented like a serious movie.
He's just kind of.
I mean, I don't know. Like people say, like, oh, I just haven't seen him act serious. Like, I don't know. It's the same thing with Kevin Hart. Like, I mean, I bet Kevin Hart he can't do a drama movie. I mean, yeah, they're gonna keep paying him to do comedy movies over and over and over. I mean, somebody eventually might want him to do a drama, but
I think he'll. So I feel like it gets to a situation where they get sick of being just comedy and people not taking them seriously. Because usually what happens is you get like the same kind of characters from each people like that. Like, I mean, Kevin Hart always plays the Kevin Hart character. He doesn't play any other characters.
Yeah, he's not trying to be someone.
I mean, a comedian that wants to be taken serious. Now that's a wild concept, just of life right there. Yeah.
But I feel like it happens though. I feel like something goes on and they're like, dude, I don't want to be known as this fucking guy. I want to be known that I can do anything. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to not being known as a funny guy. It comes down to I can do everything.
I mean, it does come down to that, but I think it's kind of not becoming that because you have the writers, you have the top studios, And that's why we keep seeing Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart in the same movies over and over.
Yeah, they're just best friends.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. Somebody might want to take that risk and say, well, I'm going to do something different if I book Kevin Hart. But most likely, by the time the studio sees those fees, and they're like, we might as well just keep him as a comedian because, I mean, at least we know that works.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like what would work also, though, is it would probably have to be involve Kevin Hart directing it or, like, you know, it's his script. You know, people do that all the time.
So that is an option. I mean, obviously, Kevin Hart could pretty much produce his own movie at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like even to say like for it to go into theaters and everything, Kevin Hart is that big of a brand. Investors, I'm pretty sure people would want to invest in it. Why not? But I don't know. It seems like it's a circle. I am interested in seeing him do different things. Obviously, we've seen different people kind of like Eddie Murphy was all over the place. Like, you know, drama, comedy, action movie. You know, he pretty much, you know.
He's coming back.
Oh, I mean, he was
on SNL.
Kind of like he never left, really. I mean,
he did though. He took like a big gap of he didn't do any like comedy specials. He didn't do any like movies.
I don't know. I guess like his career was just like so long. It's kind of like him leaving. It's just like different. Yeah. You know, like some people have like a 5-year career and they leave like 2 years, kind of like crazy. But he had like almost like a 30-year career. So
yeah.
So like four years gone or whatever. It's like whatever.
He got really big, I think, when he was super young too. Like he was like 20 or 22.
Yeah.
Maybe a little younger than that even. Which in comedy is pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, because to think like, I don't know, like Eddie Murphy was able to do The Nutty Professor and Coming to America. I don't know, it just shows a range of like crazy talent that, I don't know, I'm waiting to see from like the new upcoming people.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, definitely. Eddie Murphy, funniest dude. And I mean, I like the idea that, you know, you could take a break from shit.
Yeah.
Dude, take a break from shit, but like you're talented, people are still gonna respect it.
Just like music, you know.
Yeah.
We see Uzi, The Weeknd. I mean, there's plenty. Cole was off for like 2 years.
I think people get in this situation where they freak out and think that they can't take a break.
Yeah.
Like people are. I mean, if you're not talented, if you're just thriving off clout, then yeah, I mean you're fucked. You're fucked if you can't create that sustainable, you know, the sustainable fans.
It's certain artists, they have to be around, they have to be seen, they have to be social media everywhere.
If they don't, people won't care.
Because they don't have like a crazy amount of talent. That's just how it is for some people.
Yeah, no, that's facts. So we want to talk about a little bit off topic about 2019, but what kind of stuff did you wish you could have done in 2019? What were some things that you wish you could have crammed in there to make it even a better year?
Definitely some shows. You know, I definitely you know you want to go.
Did you have any shows at all?
Not that I really know of. I don't think I had one show 2019 actually. No, not one. Okay. So I mean that's definitely huge. You know, you gotta get shows. You gotta even just like
you gotta be present. You gotta go out. You gotta meet people.
Exactly.
You know?
That's one of the biggest. So I mean, definitely 2020. I hope to do some shows after I drop this tape. To come up, which is probably coming like February 2020. But yeah, you know, definitely shows. You know, I went to the studio a lot, so it's not like the music wasn't there for 2019.
Right.
The music was definitely there, but shows, I would say, I guess promoting a little more, but you know, you got to do that regardless. When you're an artist, you got to promote anything.
Yeah.
Like videos, like you know, you got to do your videos.
Yeah, and then you also had that one music video, music video I did. Yep.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, that was a great one. Seemed like you had a good year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good year.
It was solid. It definitely like for streaming, you know, like 2018 I started putting like my older stuff, but 2019 I got like newer stuff that people like didn't hear.
And I feel like 2018 you had a mix of studio songs and still some mix, if I'm correct, and some mixes of like home recording stuff, right?
See, not really. Definitely 2018. I mean, I was going to like different engineers. That's why like I did Die a Legend 2019 or 18, and then and then I did like Live in the Moment with my boy Spitta, and then like we just did. It was a lot. 2019 was definitely like an independent year for me. You know what I'm saying? So, 2020 like this.
You were just bouncing around.
This up and coming tape, I got like about 4 or 5 features on it, 6. So you know we're trying to trying to just not do my sound of music and like see, you know, catch other fan bases, you know?
Yeah. Is there anybody like specific you wish you would have worked with like locally? You know,
Definitely, I want me and Manny to make more music. Me and Manny and LIV.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got some. Me and him and Cav got something on the way on his up and coming album. He said he's
oh yeah, I got the early sneak peek. That shit was sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we're waiting on that song. We gotta go to the studio. We all gotta go on our own time. You know, we gotta.
Yeah.
Everyone's busy. You know.
Yeah, that's what happens. Fuck. It's a matter of time, though. It's a matter of time.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's cool. Well, you want to tell us about your 2019 year? I feel like we should all talk about our year.
2019. Do I even remember January?
Man, can't remember what I did yesterday.
But I don't know. I had a lot of ups, downs, good things happen. 2019. So let's see where I start. You know, same old. Just making music. I've been working on a book, so kind of just making sure like I finish that up as far as just the writing process. So that's the first, you know, huge start.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I finished a movie that's set to release. You know, 2020. We here.
Yes,
you know. Also writing a script. A script with you. Yeah, so that's another movie. So it's actually gonna be 2 movies for 2020. Like definitely like. I'm thinking like before May, I'll be up 2 movies.
Stay tuned.
So that's gonna be great. Yeah, 2019 just was a lot of just working behind the scenes, making things happen. Also just being blessed to go on a tour. You know, went to 7 different states. You know, seeing just different cultures, the way people act, do things, people nightlife. You know, Pittsburgh, Charlotte, Atlanta, all have different, just a whole different atmosphere. Like, that's just like 3 of the places. Outside of that, just even being able to start up the podcast and, you know, see where it's at now, that's been great. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, just a lot of interesting stuff I got to do in 2019.
Yeah, what do you wish you could have done? What do you wish you could have added into your year?
Maybe actually releasing the stuff that I finished. So, like, I don't know. I feel like that's always it. Like, you might finish something, but then you like, wait till next year to release it. So, if I had actually just got able to, like, release those different things, just, I don't know, kind of see the reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like you had a very, you know... I feel like both of you guys had like a very behind the scenes. You were working. You know, you didn't really get to. 2020 will be that year where you'll be like in front of it. Everyone will be, you know, seeing the stuff we've been working so hard on. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the goal, man.
Yeah.
It takes time to.
Yeah, it does take time, and you know, it's okay. So for my 2019 year. I've had a pretty good year so far. I think this year was probably my best year so far to date with my videos. I graduated college. I've had an internship with a record company. Okay. I filmed a lot of music videos. I've done apartment complex videos, promotional videos for businesses, which is pretty cool to have on my resume. Got to work with some sororities and do their videos. Got to travel a lot for videos. Went to Pittsburgh to do a sorority video. Then back to Bowling Green. Then we went on tour. That was super fun. Couldn't really complain about that. That was just amazing to see all those people and places and experience that culture. And then really to grow. I feel like I really grew this year. I feel like my music videos have improved so much. The stories have improved. The quality has improved. I entered my first film festival this year. Won Best Editing in BGSU's Film Media Fest 2019. Yeah, that was a big move for me. I was very excited when that happened. We also released I also worked on, in 2018, I got a chance, in like the late 2018, I got a chance to work on set on this short web series, which then released in 2019, and we had like a big showing for that. That was super exciting to see something I was a part of come to the big screen, have people there to like kind of watch it and see the hard work as it's finished.
What about the NBA emailing you?
Oh yeah, I also had a chance to shoot a video for Iman Shumpert, which was crazy to me. It was a great experience. Him and Ben West reached out to me to film their video. That was a big come up. I've been working with just normal artists around our community and just having someone that has around 2 million followers on IG or something and big super basketball player to shoot his video was really cool and exciting. And then we started the podcast, which I love, and I love doing this on a weekly basis. It's just fun to kind of talk about what we normally talk about during the day. Like, me and Will talk about this stuff like this all the time. From when we wake up till we go to sleep. Like this, we just have conversations like this all the time. So it's really good to put a mic in front of that and hit record. And build some content. I've really grown my Instagram in 2019 too.
Okay.
Like, I went from 900 followers in I think December, and now I have like almost 1,800.
Okay.
So it was a big spike. I'm nearly double. I pretty much doubled my numbers in a year, which is huge for me. Just posting consistent content. Then I started my business this year. I officially LLC'd my business, got that in the books. So I'm official business owner, and then we're working on a short film, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, you knocked out a lot of videos in 2019.
I know. Yeah, it's been one of the most blessed years. Now I'm looking back at it. It's been one of the most blessed years I've had, and just so everyone knows, 2020 is going to be even better. I will never stop improving, keep pushing myself, and make it to next year the best year. And then the year after that, better. And then even better. You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal.
That is the goal. So I guess what I wish I could have done. I mean, as much videos as I've done, I wish I could have done more. And maybe actually made a short film this year too. Like, I know we're making it 2020. I wish I would have wrote more scripts, maybe done some more stuff like that, and maybe get into more of business filming, like filming for businesses, corporate offices. I mean, those videos are really fun, and plus they pay well, so,
I love it.
I love it. And then also have I have two separate things where I can do like business stuff to like hold me, and then do my creative stuff with artists and stuff like that I love doing. So I guess that would pretty much be what I wish I would have done in 2019. I mean, overall, it's a great year.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we all had great years.
Man, you just got to stay blessed and stay consistent and keep pushing to the top.
That's how 2020 gets better.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go around the table since it's our first video and podcast of 2020. I want to go around the table and kind of talk about some of our goals, stuff like that. So, Nick, you want to talk about some of your goals for 2020 and what you see your year being?
Definitely my goal is to push this tape I got to coming late February. Definitely to push that as hard as I can to make it reach as most people as I can possible. Definitely do a lot more concerts, like I was saying, was my downfall in 2019. But, just definitely stay as consistent, if not more consistent, in 2020 than I did in 2019. But do more shows. Just be definitely. I want LIV to come back together. You know what I'm saying? We're trying. That's what I'm doing with Manny. I want to make maybe a beat with Donnie. Got 3 songs with my bro Kev on the tape. Trying to make more songs with Spitta, and just trying to perfect our craft and just take it to the next level.
Right. Okay.
Got you.
How about you, Will?
Just really finish this project, be able to, just upload to all streaming platforms, get the word out. People can hear full project from you. So hopefully that can happen. This 2020.
Yeah.
2020. All right.
Gotta come big.
Gotta come big.
Yeah.
So I guess for me, from some of my goals, I want to I would like to create a few short films, if not a feature film in 2020. I have been having so many ideas of scripts in my head. I think it's about time to start making my...
It's that time.
Yeah, I think it's about time for me to start really, really grinding. I've been grinding, but I think it's time for me to start making moves. My goal for 2020 is to become huge. I want to become a huge director. I want to work on some like feature sets, bust out short films, get them in film festivals, get recognized. Those are like big things I really want. Get our podcast to really become big. We have great content, and I know we do, and all we got to do is get it in front of people, and I just, hopefully get like our Instagram for this popping, start doing that. Really grow. I just really think 2020 is the year of growth. We have the hard work we proved in 2019. Now 2020 is the year to get moving, make everyone know who we are, and really come together and come as one. I guess another goal, work with the bigger artists. I would love to go on another tour, maybe a bigger tour.
Yeah.
I just need to stay consistent, if not more consistent. I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Just keep up with things, and I always hate to compare things, but every year I think you have to become better and you have to grow. Setbacks happen, but you got to keep pushing forward, making sure you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So yeah, those are some of my goals. They're kind of, not specific right now, but I'll kind of figure it out as the year goes on, what I want to get done specifically. But definitely work on more short films and get those out of the way, and like start to grow my name and get them in festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as we just told you guys some goals, we want to talk about why it's important to set these goals. What they can do. Nick, why do you think it's important to set these goals, man? Why do you think it's important to have these, like a checklist?
See, I feel like if you have no goals, if you have like no dreams, aspirations of what you're doing, then like you're just going to be sitting on the couch all day. You're going to just be stuck like in a box, basically. You want to break them barriers and just excel yourself to the next level. So like, you want to have big goals. People should probably be like, oh no, you can't accomplish that. But that's the point of this. You got to go hard, and you love hearing that hate. You love hearing stuff like that because it makes you want to go harder and accomplish more things. So, I just don't let any negativity get to me. But as for setting goals, you want to set goals, because if you don't have goals, like I said, you're just going to be stuck. You're not going to be moving. You're not going to push yourself to the next level you want to get to.
Exactly, that's facts. Like you have to keep pushing.
Oh yeah.
You have to keep excelling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Will?
I mean, you just gotta have goals, some type of vision to move forward. If you don't have any goals, then you're probably gonna move backwards, or just stay in the same place. Just because you'll feel satisfied. You didn't write anything new for you to achieve, so you're just like, I'm satisfied, I'm doing great. But you just always need a new goal. Just, this is the new thing that I need to do. Whether that's, a goal that can be achieved in a month, a week, or a year, just something. Everybody has their own time, their own pace, but you need something, some type of goal.
Yeah, I think goals are very important. You need them to, they can be either written down goals, mental goals you have in your head, but you need to have some sort of vision for what you're doing. Like Will said, you need to have that, okay, I want to accomplish this year. I want to do this year, or else you'll sit back and be complacent. You need to have these. You definitely have to have, I think, short-term and long-term goals. That's very important. If you don't, and you only think maybe short-term, then big things will never happen, in my opinion. I think people sometimes are afraid of the long term. They think short term, but the people that succeed are always thinking long term.
Yeah.
They sacrifice a little bit now for the long gain in the future, and they always stay relevant, or on top of their goals. Also, I think it's important to kind of in my opinion, instead of just keeping it mentally, write them down. Go ahead and write down your goals for the year. Get that all set up, have short-term, long-term, short-term, mid-term even, like moderate goals, and then long-term goals where you see yourself. These will always change, but being able to physically look at it and even being able to check things off, that'll motivate you even more, I think.
Yeah.
Because it'll push you.
Yeah, I think long-term goals are by far the most important and the ones you want to get to. I mean, everyone has their setbacks, like you said, but, long-term, you got to just think about the future because you're going to be stuck in the present or the past, and you don't want to do that whatsoever as a human being on this earth. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to just think long-term. You got to think big goals because if you just think small, your mindset's going to be small. You got to think outside the box.
Yeah, I don't think as many people can tell you that something's ridiculous and something's not possible.
Yeah.
But there's someone out there doing what you want to do, and I don't think anything's impossible. I think that's what any type of goal, there's ways to get to that goal. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't get it, because you can. Just might take some sacrifice, hard work, stuff that people don't normally want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You have anything else for your goals?
Just do it.
Nike. They're sponsored. That goes into our segue of our sponsor, Nike. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoever is listening, whoever has a goal this year, just do it. Don't let anybody stop you. Because, it's easy to not do it. So just do it.
Just do it.
There's always another man waiting on next, There's always someone who's trying to outdo you, always someone trying to outbetter you,
Yeah.
And you got to just stick to yourself, stick to your roots, and you can go far away if you just really believe in yourself.
Right. You got to realize that no matter what, there'll always be someone better than you and always be someone worse than you. You know, that's it. And if you keep that mindset, you'll know that, like, it's okay to not be for me, be a millionaire director or I'm not Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Like he'll always be better than me. I mean, maybe not always. Maybe I'll get to that stage, but he's definitely way, way above me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to get there one day, or at least underneath him,
Yeah.
But you got to realize that you can do it. Just get started. Especially start of 2020. I know people always, they have these resolutions. Fucking stick to your resolutions, man. Make a sheet, make your goals, and accomplish them. Don't let complacency leave you in 2019, man.
I think everyone's goal for 2020 is to just it takes time, and you just don't want to rush anything. You want to just like be yourself, just let it flow. Let life just roll through as it goes,
Yeah, exactly. Everyone, make 2020 your year. Okay. All right. So Nick, so you said you have a project coming out. It's called the what?
The Come Up.
The Come Up. Okay. Who features on that?
Well, I got like 3 features with my brother Kev. I like this tape a lot because it's also his side of the story. Like a little bit of his story, my story, our passion, and why we do this. And I got a song with him and Spitta that, I just hope could really take off the way that I have a vision for it. And just the tape in general, but that song specifically, when we recorded that, it was just like, this could be it for sure. Just how people hear it and how people promote it. It's hard, man. Because in Cleveland, it's low key like a one-man army. You trying to you trying to push yourself, but like it's hard to make it out. You really need the
support.
You really need the support.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get this tape pushed out.
Well, is there like a meaning behind it? The Come Up, like, what's the meaning behind it?
The meaning of it. I mean, I really don't got that much of a meaning for it, but it's just like, just keep going harder and just believe in yourself and just, I hope this one just takes off and I have a vision for it. That's why it's called The Come Up. Hopefully I could just take my music to another level from here. Right. But, it's a versatile tape, and I just hope that, if maybe everyone's not going to like every song on it, but I just hope a lot of people enjoy
they can find their song in it.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's the goal. That's the vision for the tape, To Come Up.
Awesome. You have anything else to add, Will?
I'm looking forward to the music. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. So Nick, it's a good place to end there. Can you tell everyone where they can find you at?
You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, Nick Lotzz, 2 Z's because they sleeping on me, you know.
Hey.
But yeah, you know, that's my IG, Twitter too, all that. Yeah, but you can find me on YouTube. My boy Chef shoots all my videos.
Yes,
and yeah, we're just trying to take this thing to the next level.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here.
Of course, man. Always a pleasure to be here.
Always a good time.
Always.
So everyone, that's a good place to end. And I'm Chef T.
I'm Will the Spacekid.
And I'm Nick Lotzz.
And thank you for watching and listening. Keep it real. Thank you all for listening and joining us on another episode of the Stirfry. All the music was created by Steve Ozell. So check him out on all streaming services at Stevo Music, spelled ST3V30 Music. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. We'd greatly appreciate it. See you next Tuesday when we talk with Manny D. He's a truly amazing singer-songwriter and full of positive energy. We talk about his past and how he went from being a star athlete to a musical career. It's a really great one, so you won't want to miss it. So peace out and keep it real.